What's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my 9 and 10 week pregnancy update. A lot has gone on in the past few weeks, so I'm excited to update you guys on everything, and I'll jump right into it. So today I am 10 weeks and 4 days, which is crazy. Like, it's gone really slow. Like, the days have been slow, but the weeks have gone by kind of fast, if that makes sense. I'm super excited to be getting towards the end of the first trimester for a bunch of reasons. One, so far we've only told like our immediate family, and once we get past the first trimester, we're gonna tell all like our friends and extended family. So I'm really looking forward to that, but I don't feel like ready until we get a little further along. I think we're gonna tell everybody around 13 and a half weeks, and I'll get into the reason why that exact date in a minute. But I'm gonna start off today with my symptoms, then talk about like my doctor's appointment that I had and upcoming appointments, and then what else did I want to talk about? Yeah, I guess that's the main thing. So my symptoms have been like pretty textbook. I've definitely been tired. I would say that's my #1 symptom. I'll be pretty good for like a few days, and then I'll just feel like I got hit by a truck. Like, I just, you know when you have the flu and all your like limbs feel heavy, like you can't lift them? That's kind of what it feels like. So I work full time in an office, and that's been like a little bit challenging, but I'm just trying to take it easy, not be too hard on myself, not push myself too hard right now. And so far I've been able to go to work every day and just, you know, kind of go a little easier than I normally would. I've also been nauseous, but I'm very lucky and have not thrown up. And I had a doctor's appointment today, and the doctor said if I haven't thrown up by now, then it's unlikely that I'm gonna have like violent nausea going forward, that it should be not that bad and I probably shouldn't throw up. So that's really good. Also, I've been having like some very vivid dreams. They're actually nightmares, because I don't know if any of you guys are like this, but I don't normally dream, or I guess you dream every night, but I don't normally remember my dreams. But if I ever remember a dream, it's always a nightmare. Like, I can remember a handful of times that I've ever woken up and it haven't, like, I've had a good dream. So I've been having a lot of nightmares, but luckily I wake up a lot in the middle of the night, and so they don't go on for that long. But that's just kind of what comes with the territory. Also, I have been having a lot of food aversions. So I actually was watching, I've been like looking for other YouTubers to watch, and I don't have like any set favorites to tell you guys about, because I don't have like anyone that I've found that I'm like along the same timing as me. But I did watch, one YouTuber that I watch is Vasseur Beauty, and she was pregnant like last year or a year and a half ago, and she, in her like first trimester pregnancy video, she said that she's been eating a beige diet. And when I heard her say that, I can totally relate. Like, for me, I normally love salads, love vegetables, all that, and like vegetables have been really hard. Cooked vegetables, I like can't do it all. The smell is just ugh. And most meat is just like really difficult. So I've been doing like a lot of oatmeal, eggs, nuts, what else? Crackers, that type of stuff. Fruit has been good. I've been doing good with fruit, and I've been getting like these fruit smoothie things, which have been good. So yeah, that's what I've been eating. I guess in your first trimester, it doesn't matter as much because the baby's so small, it's not taking as much nutrients from you. But as time goes on, obviously you need to eat like a well-rounded diet. But as the first trimester ends, your nausea is supposed to go away. So hopefully the food aversions will go away as well. Because I have been really nauseous and have had a lot of food aversions, I haven't gained much weight. I think I've gained maybe a pound. But from what my doctor said, you gain like maybe a couple pounds in your first trimester, and then after that you gain basically a pound a week from there on out. So she's not concerned at all. Water. I have been really trying to be good about drinking water. I did notice that if I'm not feeling well and I haven't drank a lot of water that day, and I drink like 1 to 2 glasses of water over the course of like 10, 15 minutes, I feel much better. And days that I'm really good about keeping up with drinking water, I feel much better. So I've really been trying to be diligent. I have one of those like big metal water bottles that I got from Target. And I really like it. I'll put a link below. I think you can get it on Amazon as well. For the one that I've been using, I don't like ones with the straws because you have to like suck, and that's how you get wrinkles on your mouth. I like the one that you just like kind of can sip out of it. So I have one of those. It's 24 ounces. I try to fill that up twice during work, have a glass of water in the morning and then a glass of water at night, and then like juice and stuff here and there. And between all that, I've been getting a good amount of water. You're supposed to get around 64 to 80 ounces of water a day if you can. So I've been getting close, and honestly, like it just feels, you feel so much better when you drink a lot of water, or at least I do. But then also when you're nauseous and you drink water, it kind of like sits right here and doesn't go down right. So then it's kind of hard to drink. So double-edged sword. But yeah, and then the last symptom I've had is hip pain on my left side. I have scoliosis, so I always have low back pain, but my low back has actually been not bad the past few weeks, and I've had a really bad, like, kind of just sore stiffness in my hip. So I do go to the chiropractor once a month, and so my appointment, like my monthly appointment with him is next week, so I'm going to tell him about that, and hopefully he can like do some adjustments that make that go away, because he's awesome. And if any of you guys like have spine issues or like just anything that's like nerve related and you haven't ever been to a chiropractor, I'd honestly recommend going. I was very skeptical about what a chiropractor would do, and like just didn't seem natural, like the adjustments and the cracking, and just, I don't know. I didn't want to go for years and years and years, and as soon as I started going, it really changed my life a lot. So definitely would recommend seeing a chiropractor. My doctor said it's perfectly safe to go. And so yeah, that's my last symptom. So I had an appointment about a week and a half ago with my doctor's office, my OBGYN's office, and it was just with the nurse, and she kind of did like a overview, like do's and don'ts for pregnancy, and took my history. And that was helpful. Not a ton of new information, but just was helpful, and gave me some good information. And then today, actually, I had my first appointment with my OBGYN, and she kind of did a similar thing, except for she did like a physical exam too. And so she said, everything looks good. I didn't get an ultrasound because I've already had 2 with my reproductive endocrinologist, so she didn't feel that it was necessary. At this point, it would just be to date the pregnancy, and I've already had 2 of those, so they know how far along I am. But yeah, that appointment was really good. I really love my doctor. She is like very positive and also very like non-alarmist. I asked her a bunch of questions like, do I need to change all the makeup and face products that I'm using? And she was like, no, such a little amount absorbs into your skin. Like, don't use Retin-A, don't use salicylic acid or whatever, but in general, you don't need to go out and buy like an all new makeup products, and like just, you know, she's very reasonable, and I need that because I'm a little bit like over the top with reading into things and researching and like worrying about every little thing, as you guys may have learned if you've been watching me for a while. So it's nice to have somebody. She's definitely thorough, and she, like, the one thing she was very specific about is if you have any fruits or vegetables where you're eating the skin, like apples or broccoli or grapes, you have to wash them really, really well, because there's a risk of getting listeria if you don't wash it really well. So that was one thing she was very specific on. So she said that there's like fruit washes that you can get, like sprays, and she said those are good, and so I'm gonna get one of those, I think. So yeah, so that appointment was really nice. I'm really, really happy to not be at the reproductive endocrinologist's office anymore, because I just had so many bad experiences with them, as you guys like probably know if you've been watching me. So it's just nice to be like in the normal thing now, like normal doctor's appointments. So I'm gonna see her once a month up until 36 weeks, and then the appointments start getting more frequent. I believe that's the week that they start being more frequent. But coming up, I have a couple other appointments. So one appointment that I have in 2 weeks is an ultrasound, and I'll be like, okay, what am I trying to say? I'll be almost 13 weeks pregnant, and they offer you the option to do this ultrasound with some blood work, and then blood work a couple days later. And the test that they're doing is looking for chromosomal abnormalities. So like Down syndrome and other like neural tube defects or different like major things that could go wrong. They're able to test for those through like the 2 blood tests and an ultrasound. And so we opted to do the test. We will not find out the gender at that ultrasound, but we will get results within like a week, I think they said, just to give us like a percentage of like if we're low risk or high risk or whatever for different abnormalities. So I think after that ultrasound is when we're gonna tell people. Like, I don't know that we'll have the results yet, but at least we'll see the baby, see the heart still beating, see the baby's growing and is growing like on track. And then at that point, I feel like I'll have more confidence to tell friends and family. Because at this point, like, I can't feel anything. I feel sick, but like, you could have a miscarriage and your body kind of misses it and you feel all the pregnancy symptoms still, and you just don't know that you miscarried. So obviously like the chances of that are low, but it does happen. So I think I'll have like more peace of mind and enjoy telling people more after we have the ultrasound. So that'll be at like 12 weeks, 5 days. So yeah, maybe like 13 and a half weeks, like that weekend maybe we'll tell people. And then from there, my next appointment is like 2 weeks later with my doctor, my like monthly appointment. And then our next appointment is a month after that, and that is December 18th, which is our anatomy scan. So I will be 18 and a half weeks at that point. You can do the anatomy scan between 18 and 20 weeks, and it just is like a very detailed ultrasound to make sure everything with the baby looks good, and it's when they can tell you what the gender is. So I'm very excited because that's going to be a fun appointment. It's not that far away, honestly. It's like 8 weeks away, maybe. Yeah, that makes sense because I'm 10 and a half weeks now and it's at like 18 and a half weeks. So that's gonna be really fun. I hope that gets here really fast, and it's right before Christmas. So we'll find out the gender right before Christmas, which is cool. So we'll be able to tell people maybe for Christmas. And yeah, so that's really exciting. I think that's pretty much all I wanted to tell you guys. I'm sitting here with my little friend. He's so cute. Miles. Yeah, I think that's pretty much all I wanted to tell you guys. I've definitely been like having a rough couple weeks, but every time I don't feel well, I just try to be like so appreciative that I don't feel well because I actually am pregnant finally, and it's not from like fertility medication or because I'm just depressed because I'm not pregnant. I've definitely been like kind of more emotional than normal, as you guys have seen if you've watched any of my other like emotional type videos. I'm not really a crier. I don't think I've cried on camera yet, and I really don't cry too often. That's just not like how I am, but I have cried a few times over the past like couple weeks. So definitely know like those pregnancy hormones are affecting me, which again, I'm super appreciative that like any symptom I have, I just try to remember this is so worth it, this is so worth it. I'm so glad this is where we are, and I'm like going through these symptoms. Plus I don't know how the emotions are gonna be in a few weeks, but my like physical symptoms and feeling sick are hopefully going to go away, or mostly away, in the next couple weeks. So that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this update. So I'm not gonna do a pregnancy update every single week because there's just not enough that changes week to week, I think, for me so far, that I want to do one every single week. But I am going to do them every other week, and I'm still going to post videos at least once a week. So I'll post, you know, other videos on the alternate weeks. And so if there's anything you guys want to know or any certain type of video that you guys want to see, then please comment below and let me know. If there's anything I didn't answer in this video that you were wondering, also please comment below and I will try to either answer you in the comments or in my next video. And yeah, so if you like this update, then give it a big thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel and want to follow along with my pregnancy, then hit the subscribe button. I'd love to have you. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye.